I rely heavily on momentum. It's something that's been on my mind a little bit in the last couple of days. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I've noticed a pattern within myself in like the last year or so. And funnily enough, it was somewhat made real to me by a quote from David Goggins. And it wasn't like any special kind of quote. It was just somebody asked him, it may have even been on the JRE podcast, that somebody asked him why he does what he does every single day. And he simply said, like, I can't give myself a day off because I'm the type of person where if I take a day off, I'll take a year off. And that really resonated with me, I'll be real. Like, as dramatic as it sounds, I can't help but relate. I've always been that person who, when I used to go to the gym a few days a week, or I would train a martial art a day or two a week, that 4-day break was very, very difficult for me to recover on. That 2-day break was very difficult for me to recover from. Getting to the gym or the class after a couple of days of not having done so was always a real struggle for me. But if I was able to partake in whatever activity it was every single day, it was easy for me. I'll be real. Like, even now, going to the gym is a doddle for me. Getting some exercise in it really isn't difficult. I don't even really have to think about it. I'm just propelled by the momentum that is accrued from the however many days it's been now. And that kind of led me to think, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, like, well, yeah, it's a good thing for as long as it serves you, right? As is anything. Is it something that is a one-size-fits-all type of thing? No, not necessarily. I know people that operate much better with mini rest periods, so to speak, like days off. Is it one of those? So that kind of led me to feel like, well, yeah, okay, that's just one of those things that you kind of figure out about yourself once you're self-aware, right? You develop an awareness of self and you start to understand how you best operate, and you can hone in on what your drives are. Momentum is a big driver of mine, a huge driver of mine. It may not be for other people, or tell a lie, other people may be able to harness momentum with those quote unquote breaks in between, because that's completely understandable in and of itself, right? Who's to tell somebody that's been to the gym 3 days a week for an entire year that they have no momentum behind them? They have a year's worth of momentum behind them, a year's worth of momentum with a specific routine, right? Just because it's not daily, it doesn't mean it's not momentum. So then that leads me to think, right, okay, so then why does my momentum, because I'll be real, like, I've noticed this with myself with pretty much any endeavor in life. Why is my momentum so reliant on daily practice? Because not even frustratingly, let me completely scratch that and completely remove that word from that last sentence. I have found that if I do not practice something daily, I plain and simply do not practice it anywhere near as well as I do when I do practice something daily, which can lead to frustration, funnily enough, when I want to practice something that I may not actually be able to practice daily. It's a weird one, man, and it's something that I look forward to understanding about myself a bit better and thinking on more, because I definitely feel like there is like untapped potential in the amount in which I understand it, if you know what I mean. Meaning that I feel like it's something that if I can wholly understand about myself, once I wholly understand it about myself, I would have essentially cracked the code to developing any skill or any habit that I wish to acquire, literally put. So yeah, this is definitely something that I want to build upon, definitely something that I want to gain understanding on. and talk to more people about, and get a better understanding of how other people perceive momentum and how momentum fuels other people, because that is one thing that I genuinely believe is ever present. I genuinely believe that us as human beings are generators and acquirers of momentum. We just all go about it in our own unique ways. So I'm very interested to gain a better understanding of other people's ways of developing and gaining momentum. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very, very much. And as you will know by now, I shall see you tomorrow.